Actually, it's so fun. I'm probably driving the same commute Kate and I drove years ago when we worked at Active together. But John and I are so excited for you two to share your story with everyone as well, and take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're excited to be on here and share our story today. And my story actually is pretty different. I started Isagenix back in April of 2010. I started using our nutrition with a 30-day system, and I wanted to actually lose some weight for my wedding. And boy, did I ever. We got married in mid-May, and I had dropped 18 pounds. I was hooked, you guys, hooked. This nutrition, it worked. I was ordering from my best friend's father. I had no idea that there was a business opportunity attached to this at all. I just knew that this nutrition made me feel like I had swallowed a rainbow, and I felt fantastic in my skin. I was an avid product user for 4 years without even knowing about the business at all. And then the lovely Lauren Stevens, my dear girlfriend, reached out to me with a Facebook message, just like a lot of us do. And she said, Kate, I just started using this nutrition. She was 2 months into her journey. And when she explained to me that there was a business opportunity attached to this, it was a no-brainer for me. I loved the nutrition. I loved the products. I loved how they made me feel. I never knew that I could share them with my friends and family. So with the support of my husband, we got set up with a wholesale account and pop consultant that week. So I enrolled Brian as well as a friend. And that week, my very first week with Isagenix, which was end of May of 2014, I became a consultant. And then in June, within the first month, I ran to Crystal Manager, and that was really exciting. There's a fun bonus attached to that, and we were able to collect in on that. And then the very next month, I went for Crystal Director. So my very first 2 months, I flew up to Crystal Director and was really motivated by helping people, the convenience of this nutrition, the energy. It was midsummer, so we know that everybody was kind of, in, barbecue season, boating season.
Yeah, peak fitness. So.
Yeah. And so, it was a no-brainer, and I wanted that bonus. In all honesty, I wanted that $750 Crystal Director bonus. And then I found out I was pregnant with my second child, and it wiped me out, you guys. I am not a fan of excuses, and I don't really accept any, but I couldn't eat food, let alone talk about it with people. So it was really hard for me to share my love of this nutrition. I still put it in my body. I was still eating it every day, and I was still sharing it with people who were interested in hearing about it, but I wasn't actively pursuing the business for a few months. And then right around the new year, I was feeling on fire. I was in my end of my second trimester, beginning of my third trimester. I was ready to gung-ho and race to Crystal Executive. So I started to really prepare. I started to prepare a couple months in advance. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I had fallen back to Crystal Manager, or to a manager. I was happily at manager status. I had 3 consultants enrolled under me, and I knew that I had to get to 10. I had to. And Laura called me on a Sunday. I'll never forget. I was 35 weeks pregnant. Most people are nesting. And I ran for Crystal Executive, 35 weeks pregnant with 3 consultants. I, just like Larson, went from 3 to 10 in 1 week. And it changed our life. It absolutely changed our life. We brought home my second child, and we had, my oldest wasn't even 2 yet. And when my second child was 4 weeks old, Brian was able to quit his job.
Yeah.
in corporate America.
It was exciting. It's been 2 years, best 2 years ever.
Yeah, it's been incredible. And he was able to quit with the help of Isagenix because we had this income coming in. He started out, he was never skeptical of this, I wouldn't say,
No.
but he was always incredibly supportive. And he told me, Kate, if you're going to do this, if you really want this, commit. Like, don't take time away from our family. Don't dabble. This can be real. This can be solid. Like, if you're going to do this, let's do it. And he was my number one cheerleader. He still is.
Yeah. And those weeks that she ran, I would be Mr. Mom. I would, bathe the kids, take them out the house, take them to the playgrounds, the pools, whatever I needed to do to help her achieve those goals when she's running really hard.
Yeah, to give me the time that I needed for three-way calls, or to connect with people, to go on some coffee dates and to share this nutrition, to have a launch party. He really took on the family aspects. He did bath time, bedtime, the weeks that I ran, for Crystal Director, Crystal Executive, and beyond. And I mean, it was so worth it. And now he went from supporter to cheerleader to he's my business partner. That's why he's here, right? We are business partners. Our life has changed in every way, in every single way. I can't even imagine what our life would be without Isagenix, if I'm being honest with you. This guy came home from corporate America when we had a 4-week-old, and he's been home ever since.
Now I get to rock my kid to sleep still for his naps. I get to take him to the pool. I mean, I just thought I was going to be a weekend night dad forever.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of just what I was planning to do. I mean, that's just what guys think they'll end up doing. And I always wanted to be a dad. I could have never imagined the opportunity to be able to be home with these kids 24/7 and help my wife with the business and just be present all the time. I can't even express how grateful I am for this nutrition for that reason alone. So,
yeah, and things for us, it's one of those things where we made a conscious effort to work this business into the pockets of our life, into our day-to-day life when life was good. Because you never know when things can change. You never know. At the drop of a hat, something can happen, and you need money, or you need freedom. You need time freedom. Unfortunately, this past fall, Brian's mom had a catastrophic stroke, and we didn't know if she was going to survive. She was in an 8-hour brain surgery, and you guys, we got the call. What time did you get the call? What would you say?
7 o'clock.
7 a.m. in the morning. We live in North Carolina, and his family lives in California. His dad called him at 7 a.m. Your mom just dropped. She just dropped to the floor. She was rushed to an ambulance. We don't know what happened. We don't know what's going on. She's in brain surgery. Brian called me and said, Kate, I just got off the phone with my dad, and I booked the first flight out. I just packed a backpack, because he was so flustered. It was an Isagenix backpack too. I packed a backpack, and I need a ride to the airport. We need to go to the airport. I'm flying out to my mom, and you guys, it didn't matter what the price of the plane ticket was. He didn't have to talk to his boss and get time off of work. It was a one-way ticket. We didn't know when he was going to come back. We didn't know if I needed to be out there also. He was able to fully immerse himself into his family, be at the hospital with his dad, with his mom. She had tubes coming out of everything. I mean, it was awful, and he was able to be present for his family, for his mom, to help his dad. I mean, his mom was his dad's world. And to be able to be there and to not have to worry about getting back to emails, or your boss hounding you, or canceling a vendor lunch, or travel that you had, corporate travel and meetings you had set up. He didn't have to worry about any of that. He could just be there with his family. And it was amazing. It was incredible. And his mom's pulled through. Yeah. And the freedom that this opportunity has brought our life, that's what we want for all of you.
Absolutely.
That's what we want for all of you. We want you to have a freedom of choice. Do you want to work in corporate America? Do you want a third income? I mean, that sounds pretty good. Do you want your husband to come home? Do you want to quit your job? Do you hate your job? Your job is so unfulfilling. And if you have this money coming in, you would be able to quit your job. I mean, I love the idea of there are many men who are very fulfilled in their careers. I love the idea of them being able to take a couple weeks unpaid vacation, you know, or a staycation, because they might only get a few, you know, 2 weeks to 4 weeks off a year of vacation, sick, personal, whatever. And if they could take a couple extra weeks of unpaid leave, because your Isagenix income can supplement that, and you can have a really fun staycation. You can gift that to your husband, go on a fun, you know, vacation, go to Disney, what have you, or just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are just so many different things, but it's the freedom of choice and the freedom of time freedom that comes with this that has totally transformed our life. And if we could wish anything for anybody, that's our dream for all of you, is that you can experience that also, and that you understand that your dreams are put in your heart for a reason, and that with a lot of hard work, they can become a reality. They really can. So if we can leave you with a couple last tips, I guess, before we say bye, I would say, this is kind of switching gears from what I was talking about just now. I would say your posting is directly connected to your paycheck, okay?
Consistency is huge.
Consistency is huge. Become a master of consistency. Your posting is directly connected to your paycheck. When I say posting, I mean you're posting on social media. You guys, the more you post, the peak hours, the more you share your heart, the more you share your love for what this nutrition is doing for you, the more you share your dreams, your why, help other people dream, your paycheck will reflect it. I'm dead serious. We built a lot of our business on social media, in my house, in my pajamas. We really did. It's been incredible. And with that being said, well, actually, one more thing. I want to say that I see inconsistency costing people a lot of money. So just like Brian said, you work on consistency with everything, with your social media posts, with the way that you share Isagenix, with all aspects. Just work on your consistency, because you guys, this opportunity is incredible. And last tip would be, with what I just said and what I just mentioned about social media, on the other side, get offline, connect in person. You guys, talk to people. We are in the business of connecting.
I purposely don't wear headphones at the gym just so I can possibly strike up a conversation. And I would say, I mean, not every day I go to the gym I have a conversation with somebody, but every once in a while I do. And we've actually enrolled a couple people from gyms because I don't wear headphones. Yeah. You wear headphones, you're kind of closed off. Mm-hmm. But if you kind of open it up, don't have anything on your ears, ask somebody to help you with spotting or whatever, it just strikes up conversation. So
there are so many different ways to stay open and to meet people in person. The gym, I mean, you were just talking with a 75-year-old man. I mean, remember, this nutrition is great for every single age group, every demographic, from our children to great grandparents. And get out there, connect in person, join a mommy group. If you're a mother, join a meetup group. Book clubs, bunko nights are always fun. Plan coffee dates, wine nights with your girlfriends, have launch parties. And I mean, like he said, the gym is a great place to connect. If you travel for your job, get that middle seat. Sit in that middle seat, then you have two people on each side of you to maybe talk to. Don't throw in your earbuds right away. I mean, he's been at the grocery store, he's been at Trader Joe's and buying gift cards, And they've asked the cashier, oh, what are these gift cards for? And he says,
we own a little nutrition business.
We own a small nutrition business. And a couple of people have won this. And we're excited to get them in the mail. And, oh, what do you mean? What did she say? She's been
prepping meals for her husband for months and hates it and all this jazz. And the shakes are horrible. And they're spending all this money. So, yeah, I mean, just little things like that. You never know who. So we added her on Facebook. Exactly. So,
and now she's watching. She's watching. She hasn't tried our shakes yet. They're pretty good, aren't they? So, yes. So, anyhow, I'm cheering you guys on. I love everybody as they run to Crystal Executive. That is the highest level of leadership in our company. And I hope that tonight that this was useful and beneficial, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Gold. You guys, oh my gosh, thank you so much for pouring into us. I am so grateful that everyone got to hear from you. I can't wait for everybody that gets to view this recording. It's so fun. John and I are sitting here. He's driving, or he'd say something, but he's like, yeah, oh yeah, at everything that you guys are saying. So we just so appreciate you taking the time. And I love that you're real and authentic about your journey, and that not everyone comes in right away and races to executive. You had that blip, you had a moment, and look at you now, fastest growing team in Team Anchor by far. So I'm so proud of you guys, and I just hope that so many of you take what they said and go out and actually do it and implement it in your business and your life. So thank you. Look forward to hearing more stories next week, but I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll let you know when this recording is available. Thanks, guys.